Hello everyone, it's Henrik here, and I'm here to show you a quick overview of IPFS desktop features, highlighting the new ones in 0.9.0. If you don't have IPFS desktop already installed, you can go to github.com/ipfs/shipyard/IPFS desktop, as you can find here, and you will find the links for the most common installers for each operating system on the README. If you want a different kind of package, we might have it, so please go to releases and check the files and the packages we have available. If you're using macOS and you have Homebrew, you can also install it through Broadcast install IPFS, or for Windows users using Choco install IPFS desktop. Please note that the Linux version is experimental and might break and not work on all distributions. For IPFS desktop, it is basically long living daemon with a GUI application. So for the new features, we have the revamped files page, where you can not only browse your own files, your MFS, your Bitable file system, but also any of your pins which was not available before, and any IPFS or IPNS URL. In this example, we are looking at IPFS.io website through an IPNS address. You can navigate it, you can check all of its files, you can download them, inspect them, pin them, share them, copy their hash. For example, if you click on inspect, you'll be directed to inspector. Another new feature is that you can also check items, objects that are not files nor directories. For example, here I have a Git object on my pins list. If I click on it, it will direct me directly to the inspector itself. To add new files, you can use the add button, add files, add folders from IPFS, any IPFS address with a file or directory, and create new folders. You can also drag and drop to the files page itself or to the menu bar app, and it will immediately be added. Here's a cat. Yay! Another new feature on this version is the experiment section, where we will add new experimental features. For now, we only have npm on IPFS, which will enable the IPFS npm command or npm IPFS command, which will allow you to install npm packages through the IPFS network. To enable this, you will obviously need Node.js installed on your system. Now, looking at previous features we already had, you can toggle launch on startup to launch IPFS desktop every time you boot your computer or not. You can also enable or disable IPFS command line tools. Basically, you can use them through your command line. Now, since it's disabled, it won't be available, but if I enable them, they will immediately be available. If it needs more permissions, admin permissions, sudo permissions, it will prompt you with a dialog to input your password. On this version, you can now take screenshots and download hashes through the menu bar itself. Previously, those two features were only available through the global shortcuts we have here. The take screenshot basically just takes a screenshot and copies the shareable link to your clipboard. For example, if I take now a screenshot and press Command Control S, it will take a screenshot, it sends a notification, and where you can find the screenshot or copy the link to show to other people. Regarding the download hash feature, you just need to copy an hash to your clipboard and then press Command Control H, and that might vary depending on the operating system, and then it will prompt you to ask for the place where you want to save that file. For example, if you copy the CID of this picture here, the cat, just to make sure it's copied, you can now go here and click on download hash, pick a place where you want to download the the picture. I'm putting it on downloads, and it will give me the new file here. Unfortunately, we can't put the original file name, although it's available and it can be downloaded easily. If it's a folder, it will keep all the structure you had, so it's not a big of an issue. Another interesting feature now is that every time you update your IPFS config and save it, the daemon will automatically reload. Another thing worth mentioning is that now you can move the repository location through the menu bar app. So by default it is created on your home repository, but if you don't want to or don't have enough space on your main device, you can choose to move it to another place. Right now it is on my desktop, but I can click here and move and restart the node and add it to my home directory again, and it will move and then restart the node with the new location. And that's basically it. Oh no, there's one last feature. This was already implemented on previous versions, but it's worth noting that we can open any link from IPFS or IPNS on IPFS. So for instance, this would work if you had a link on a website or somewhere else than on the command line, but I'm just showing that opening IPNS semicolon / IPFS.io works. If we do that, IPFS desktop will automatically redirect us to our gateway. If our gateway or our daemon is stopped, it would redirect us to the public gateway. And that's it for this version and for the current set of features. Sorry for the noise outside, and hope you enjoyed it. Please install IPFS desktop and be a part of the interplanetary community.